time since 1984, when two sisters got together and protested on the tracks by singing against the transporting of nuclear waste through Eugene. So there began the seeds of what we are today. And of course, as any organizations, we've gone through lots of things. So here we are, and we're proud with our new director this season, David Eisenband, and I give him a lot of credit for
a song by Earl King called Let's Make a Better World. And our next piece is actually a song from the Renaissance era. The music is from the Renaissance, and we've adapted the text to some more contemporary themes.
David wrote the text.
Our next song was written by one of our choir members, Larry Dauberstein, and it's entitled Crystal and the Pearl.
Climbing up and down this mountain.
Larry Dauberstein. We've got one more song before we disperse and allow some of our choir members to sing some solo works and also some duets. And before we get to that, we are singing a song called Break 'Em On Down.
Break 'em on down, break 'em on down, break 'em on down, these walls between us. Break 'em on down, break 'em on down, break 'em on down, these walls between us. Break these walls down, break 'em on down, these walls between us. Break these walls down, break 'em on down, these walls between us. Break these walls, break these walls down, break these walls, break these walls down. Break 'em on down, break 'em on down, break 'em on down, these walls between us. Break 'em on down, break 'em on down, break 'em on down, these walls between us. Break these walls down, break 'em on down, these walls between us. Break these walls down, break 'em on down, these walls between us. Break these walls down, break 'em on down, these walls between us. Break these walls down, break 'em on down, these walls between us. Break these walls down, break 'em on down, these walls between us. Break these walls down, break 'em on down, these walls between us. Break these walls, break 'em on down, these walls between us. Break these walls, break 'em on down, these walls between us. Break these walls, break these walls down, break these walls, break these walls down.
So our first solo act is Gwyneth, and she'll be performing a piece called These Are Places in the World.
Okay. So this song is by Red Grammer, and I will be accompanied by Jean Marie. Do you want the rap? Oh, gosh, she can do it. Oh, yeah. Okay. These are places in the world. Some you know, some you don't. Some you'll visit, some you won't. Some are near, some are far. Some sound exotic like Zanzibar, because these are places in the world. Bombay, Cape May, Mandalay, Baton Bay, Baghdad, Leningrad, Ashgabat, Trinidad, LA, Norway, Paraguay, Monterey, Singapore, Ecuador, Bangalore, Baltimore. These are places in the world. Fiji, Sicily, Nagasaki, Tennessee, Cairo, Quito, Borneo, Idaho, Taiwan, Dijon, Saigon, Tehran, Guatemala, Oklahoma, Argentina, North Dakota. These are places in the world. Some are new, some are old, some are hot, some are cold, some are low, some are high, some are wet, and some are dry, because these are places in the world. Glasgow, Oslo, Fresno, Sinteo, Falkland, Auckland, Yucatan, Disneyland, Libya, Namibia, Romania, Pennsylvania, Bora Bora, Walla Walla, Costa Rica, Bratislava. These are places in the world. Krakow, Oslo, Chongqing, Oskau, Tokelau. Oh my goodness. Krakow, Chongqing, Oskau, Tokelau, Dominique, Pikes Peak, Mozambique, Bitter Creek, Warsaw, Moose Jaw, Saskatoon, Cameroon, Haifa, Mecca, Bethlehem, Jerusalem. These are places in the world. High on a mountain, down on a plain, deep in the jungle, in the middle of the rain. People laugh and people play everywhere and every day, because these are places in the world.
My very professional-looking guitar case was just right for the rally with David Oakes yesterday afternoon at Casey Square, for keeping Casey Square. It has a little inscription where the song off, Hallelujah, I'm above. But off the soapbox and into the instrumental style, no singing, just playing. Carnival by Louis Bonfa. Start it again.
I'm the quote, quote, assistant director of the Peace Choir in Junior Moore, and so it's great for me to be able to sing with the director. And I taught him this week this song. I learned it when I was 7, and I have sung it many, many times in, well, a lot. It's called Peace I Ask, I think. It's a Native American song.
Peace I ask of thee, O river. Peace, peace, peace. When I learn to live serenely, cares will cease. From the hills I gather courage, visions of the days to be, strength to lead and faith to follow. All are given unto me. Peace I ask of thee, O river. Peace, peace, peace.
song we will be singing is called Singing Songs. This is an original.
Singing songs is a beautiful thing. Hear voices ring. Everyone join in the chorus. And we all enjoy the music we bring. It's no little thing. Hearts opening into the chorus. Sing it once, sing it twice. You know that it's moving, you know that it's nice. No reason to feel sad and never alone. Melodious sound waves are calling us home. Ah, ah, ah. Another day, another turn of the page, a blossoming age, the potential is enormous. Sing it once, sing it twice, you know that it's moving, you know that it's nice. No reason to feel sad and never alone. Melodious sound waves are calling us home. Ah, 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 sing it once, sing it twice. You know that it's moving, you know that it's nice. Come now and join us, you won't be alone. Melodious sound waves are calling us home. Singing songs is a beautiful thing. Ah,
Beth and I are going to sing "Oh Holy Night." It's one of her favorite songs.
Holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth.
Our next song may also be familiar. It's also an older song. You may know it as Pachelbel's Canon. And this has also been adapted with some new text. And it's entitled Pachelbel's Peace Meditation. Marie accompanying us on guitar. So our next song is a familiar traditional hymn called Peace Like a River.
Like a river.
and you are welcome to join in at any point that you would like. First of all, I'd like to say we are dedicating this song to Peg Morton. Most of you may have seen news about her lately. She, longtime Quaker activist and beautiful soul, ended her days on this planet in December. And this song is dedicated to her, in particular the second verse, which is Laughing Heartily. So again, join in if you feel moved.
We're gonna keep on walking forward, keep on walking forward, keep on walking forward, never turning back, never turning back. We're gonna keep on laughing heartily, keep on laughing heartily, keep on laughing heartily, never turning back, never turning back. We're gonna keep on singing loudly, keep on singing loudly, keep on singing loudly, never turning back, never turning back. We're gonna keep on loving boldly, keep on loving boldly, keep on loving boldly, never turning back, never turning back. We're gonna work for change together, work for change together, work for change together, never turning back, never turning back. We're gonna keep on walking forward, keep on walking forward, keep on walking forward, never turning back, never turning back. We're gonna keep on walking forward, keep on walking forward, keep on walking forward, never turning back, never turning back. We're gonna keep on walking forward, keep on walking forward, keep on walking forward, never turning back, never turning back.
Yeah, thank you all so much for being here. That's it.
Gene Peace Choir, yeah, thank you so much for coming today. Next week we have Musica Eugenia, a newly formed group, a couple lutes and vocalists, performing music from the 16th century, John Dallin and such. So I hope to see you next week, but thank you very much for coming today. Bye-bye.
Surface and shape.
Thanks for being here, you guys and gals. The art is absolutely beautiful, and we get to find out a lot about this art here coming up in just a few. So Modern Gallery, I want to thank Denise. She is the owner, proprietor of this lovely establishment, and her Can't Live Without assistant, Carmi. They are pouring the wine back here, and it seems to keep flowing and probably will keep flowing all evening. So this is a really special time for me because Lord Lieberg is sponsoring this art walk, and I love theater. So tonight, at Modern Gallery, I get to introduce a very lovely lady, and I get to find out more about her as well because I just actually met her. Her name is Frances Bronette. Many of you might think that, oh, Storm, you're pronouncing that wrong, as I often do many words, but it's not Bronet, it's Bronette. And she will explain that in just a minute. But she is the Dean of the AAA Art College at the University of Oregon. Did I say that right?
Well, I'll fix it.
Okay, she'll fix that. That's what she's for. And she's going to tell you a little bit about the art and then some artists, and we'll find out more. So without any further ado, Frances Bronette.
It's really hard to resist because I'm from Montreal, so it just seems that it would be appropriate that it would be Bronette. But welcome everybody. I'm the Dean of the School of Architecture and Allied Arts, and for those of you who don't know, and I've said this 1,000 times, so bear with me, there's architecture, landscape architecture, interior architecture, historic preservation, planning, public policy and management, product design, arts administration, all the fine arts, and art history. And so it's extraordinary, and we have relationships with many other units on the campus. We have cinema studies and digital arts and ecological design. But tonight, I'm very proud to present to you some of the work that is embedded in this extraordinary store. And you have to figure out what belongs to the students and what was designed by our students and what actually is stuff that's for sale. Now, again, you might want to buy some of the stuff that the students made, and they will negotiate with you. But they have learned a little bit, by the way, after doing this for a couple of years. And I do want to thank Denise, who's been extraordinary in thinking of the work that the students are doing in art and applied art as something that could be presented in this magnificent venue. And I don't know how many people realize this, but I have friends who come from Italy who think this looks like Spazio Sette in Rome. And I think that's really one of the unique gems of this place in Eugene. So let me introduce one of the faculty members who ran the lighting design studio. These luminaires actually work as well as are beautiful, and so your goal is to figure out which ones are by the students and which ones are actually for sale. So Ehab El-Ziadi, who is right here, is the faculty member in architecture who teaches this extraordinary class. And we have product design, which is taught by John Arndt and Juan He, and I don't know if they're here yet, but they will be. And then I'm going to bring up the two.
And then Peter here is another product design student. He's going to just briefly talk about some of the stools over here.
Sure. Hi guys. The other two studios were focused on making these stools. Some you can see down here. This was a class working with metal. And they were based kind of from inspired structures elsewhere. And then the other class, most of which is up here, is working with wood, based a little bit more on a biomimicry side of stuff, but everything should hold up to 200 pounds, so feel free to sit on everything. Except for mine.
Okay, now, so I was thinking we'd take the microphone down to each piece and have somebody talk a little bit about the different pieces. Is that,
sure?
Does that sound good? Okay, so here we go. I need a student to tell me about this one. Is anybody here that can describe this? Excellent. And your name?
My name is Mary. Yes, so this is called Mouse Nest. And we made this out of recycled apple mice. They're, they're the ones that have like just the one button and no scroll wheel, so nobody uses them anymore. So we recycled them, took off the clear plastic covers, and put trace paper on the inside so it filters the light. And we used a fluorescent, compact fluorescent bulb, which uses a low amount of energy. And the space we were designed for is a conference room at U of L, and it already has really nice daylight. So we wanted to just create a light that have nice ambient light and would create some nice lighting effects in the room.
Excellent. Okay, so Mary will be up here to explain Mouse Nest, is that right? Yes. When you make your way up here. Okay, now I'm going down here to the next light, I believe.
And we wanted to visualize the music waves in a physical form, so compression waves and specifically, and as you can see, the translucent pulse in and out. That's our name, Pulse.
So Pulse, and they'll be right here to talk to you about that. All right, so where are we? We have another lighting upstairs, right? Okay. All right, over the corner. And I've got an artist right here to talk about it. Who's going to talk to me about that? What's your name?
Lighting luminaire, kind of the ornamental function in a daycare for infants in order to make sure that the lighting wasn't too glaring because of their developing eyes. And also just for visual cues.
Well, it's beautiful, and they'll be waiting up here if you have any other questions about the lighting up here. So, oh, we have the camera light. All right, so I know a lot of you can't see the camera light, but don't forget to come up on the landing and check out the camera light. We're here. If we quiet down just a little bit, we'll be able to hear the artist talk about the camera light. Who do we have?
Hi, I'm Ati, and we decided to design a directional light for reading. And we thought of kind of the experience of like having a reading light, and part of our main idea with using a camera was to be able to adjust the lighting level. And so the lens is actually a fully working lens, so feel free to play with the aperture and the focus and all. It's fully working, just be kind of gentle with it. And yeah, thank you.
This is one not to miss, folks. I know there's not a lot of room up here, but as Monty said, that the camera light can be adjusted. You can kind of play with it, experiment with it, but be gentle. Okay, now we're going on to the stools. Is that right? Okay, the stools. These are the stools made out of wood that I heard can hold up to 200 pounds. Who's going to talk to me about those?
Hello everyone, my name is Chris. It was inspired by Lamborghini and their extreme ankles that everyone would come to recognize. It's supposed to wake you up in the morning. So when you approach the stool, you'll notice that no matter what angle you approach it, it seems like a certain corner isn't supported. So you're a little sketched out about putting your feet on it. But they all are supported, it's just the view. So feel free to walk around it and use it, sit on it. But to get a real sense of it, just walk around it and you'll get the extreme inspiration there as well.
Excellent, thank you. All right, folks, so now we have one more set of stools to talk about. I'm going to make my way down to the...
Draw on your stool. Very nice.
If you didn't hear, there's a stop sign stool down here. It was inspired by a stop sign, and you can put your pencils in there and be all ready to do your homework. Is there anyone here that can talk about the wire stools for us? Hello. Okay.
Alright, we used a bent rod, and we use a tack welding technique. Most of these structures, well, all these structures, but one is able to hold up to 200 pounds. Mine actually didn't make the 200-pound cut. It's a little tall, but then we took it and got powder coating, and overall it's a little bit stronger with powder coating. Yeah.
Great. Okay. To say thanks and remind you where they are and how they were all made.
So thank you everybody. I know you're on your way, and I want to thank the students of the School of Architecture.
is a song called Claremont Avenue that I just wrote and posted on ReverbNation.com, a musical website. Every day, every day, every day, she waits for me. Every day, every day, from 1 o'clock to 2, every time, every time, every time, by the Safeway store and the billboard signs, by the corner of Glendale, Claremont Avenue. Every time, every time, every day, a rendezvous. Every time, every time, near the billboard sign, by the corner of Glendale, Claremont Avenue. She waits for me. She waits for me. I know she waits for me. She waits for me. Always, always. Every day I find myself walking around the block. Always, 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 I'm right on time. She waits for me. I know she waits for me. She waits for me. That's no one else to see. Every day, every day, by the Safeway store, by the billboard sign, I see her everywhere. I see her all the time, all the time, all the time, with her bag of clothes and her cardboard sign. Yes. Thank you, thank you. Fresh off the presses.
Thank you.